Welcome to Armageddon Expo Day 2.
We'll try that one more time. One more time.
Hello, I'm Kylie Ann.
And hi, I'm Silhouette.
Welcome to Armageddon Expo Day 2.
Hi.
I'm here with Izzy Pickets. Now, for those of you who, like me, live under a rock, don't watch Avatar, who are you? You are?
I'm listening to from Avatar The Last Airbender. And sarcastic blind girl.
Can you see today?
No, there's a very large black thing. No.
So what made you want to cosplay Top?
Oh, well, I watched Avatar when I was little, and just as I got older, I could relate to her more and more. She was sarcastic. She didn't care what anyone thought of her. She said what she felt, and she was just really a strong, badass girl. And it's just
Yeah.
And I get to walk around with no shoes.
Score. What kind of techniques have you learnt making this cosplay?
Gluing fixes everything, and my mum really needs to teach me how to sew.
Oh, that's adorable. Your wig, that amazing, amazing head of hair. May I get you to do a quick twirl? What? Tell me how painstakingly long did it take to make that awesome thing?
Well, so I stopped up a bit because I didn't know what process to do it. So I got this base wig and I Googled like 5,000 times. And then I had to get this, figure out how I'm going to do it. You have to tuck in the little fringe that's in it, and that took forever. And then you have to sew it on, and then you have to figure out how to put the stuffing in and sew it back on and make sure it's not crooked, which I failed at. And it took me about 3 days tops.
Wow.
If I worked all my hours. Yeah.
Well, it looks amazing. It definitely shows. Hard work shows. What other cosplays have you done?
I did Hilda at the start of the year.
I saw Izzy's Hilda and I was like, I want to keep. She's so cute. So cute. Anyway, instead of me fawning, composing myself now. What is your, if money was not an object, if skill, if the impossible was possible, what would be your dream cosplay?
Oh, jeez. Oh, goodness gracious. Hyrule Warrior Zelda.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Or Minda, like human.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
Have you played Hyrule Warriors yet?
No, I don't have a Wii U.
We can just be sad and hug. If you could live in any universe, anime, gaming, whatever, which would it be? And if you say the village from Attack on Titan, you're going to be the coolest ever.
Oh, no.
No one wants to live there. I can't see why.
It's a tie between Avatar and Zelda.
Fist bump. Yeah.
Avatar gets to bend and stuff, and I could have a small, tiny, minuscule chance of being an Avatar. And Zelda, I could just pick up chickens and stuff.
Exactly. Thank you so much for letting us interview.
Thank you.
Here with Desmond from Slippery Photography. Welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
Not a problem. So we figured we'd do something a little bit different this time. We love seeing the awesome cosplayers. Figured let's check out the other side. Let's look at the camera side of things. So kidnap Desmond legally, not illegally, consensually. Not actual kidnapping with duct tape.
We'll give him back later.
Exactly. So I just wanted to ask, what got you into photography in general?
It was actually Asian ball-jointed dolls got me into photography. I bought my first one and would practice just photographing them. And from there, I went into cosplay photography. And from there, I've gone more into fashion photography.
What is your dream shoot?
My dream shoot would be to photograph Thomas Hiddleston.
Oh,
But in terms of concept, we actually have one planned with Aliquid McSlokey for an octopus shoot where they're covered in octopus and in water and everything.
That's amazing.
That's intense.
That's amazing. Look out for that. What tip would you give to cosplayers for when posing?
Study your character, I would say. Know at least like 3 poses. My philosophy with posing is a model should know a couple poses, and then the photographer just adjusts them slightly behind camera to make it look perfect.
Cool. Do you prefer it when a cosplayer is completely the embodiment of their character, like Eloquent McSlokey as Grell, completely in her character? Or do you prefer it when someone's like, "What's up?" Like, that's a really bad example.
It depends on the person. Like, yeah, it really depends. Like, I'm fine with people doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
Like, if they do get into character, you can interact with them as the character.
Yeah.
If they don't, people usually tend, when you take the photo, they at least briefly turn into the character.
Exactly.
So either way, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. What have you had any challenges at cons that you had to overcome, photography-wise?
Mostly lighting. In here, the lighting is terrible, and it's really bad when you go from outside to inside and you forget to change your settings.
Oh yeah.
So you take the photo, look at it, and you're like, oh, can I take it again? No. So I feel bad for keeping people tied up.
Apart from cosplay photography, do you delve into the world of cosplay as well?
I don't so much anymore. I used to cosplay every con, but now with the photography, it's a lot easier just to be in casual and take photos rather than having to strip off all the camera and gear when someone wants your photo.
Oh yeah, because it'll be like, nah.
10 minutes later, complete wardrobe change.
Very, very true. If you could live in any anime, video game, movie universe, which would it be?
Marvel.
Oh, that was a very quick answer.
I love Marvel.
Today we have Zen, dressed as the best Sebastian Michaelis I've ever seen. What made you want to start cosplaying?
It started in 2009. Actually, it was Naruto. Originally, Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke all annoyed the hell out of me. I couldn't stand like any of them. And my friends were like, "Hey, Zen, you kind of look like Sasuke." And I'm like, "No, I don't. I don't like Sasuke." So I was getting annoyed with him. And then it was like, "No, you really look like Sasuke. You know, you remind me of Sasuke." And it was happening all the time. All my friends were just like, "Remind me of Sasuke." And I'm like, I hate you all. And then eventually, as I watched Naruto, it started to grow on me, and I started to see the similarities, and I was like, you know, he's kind of cute, I guess. Screw it. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if people dress up as anime characters. So I went online, I looked it up, and it came up as cosplay. I'm like, all right, I want to do Sasuke. So AvCon was coming up because I'm from Adelaide. So I was like, all right, and I literally went to a secondhand store and bought some shorts. I had stripy black and white socks. I had Converses. I had a t-shirt that had the Uchiha symbol screen printed on the back that I did in my college back at the time. And it was amazing. I had such a good time, and I was like, oh, this feels a bit lame, so I drew the curse seal on, and I had my hair cut like Sasuke. So I did that, and that was my first AvCon, which was fantastic. And then it just grew on me, and I started collecting all of the outfits of Sasuke. And then after the Naruto phase happened, then I went to Itachi, because I love Itachi. He's my all-time favorite character, and I have the biggest crush on him. And so I started with that. Went to AvCon, did all that, it was fantastic. Collected the Sasuke outfits and then moved on to other animes, and it's just progressively grown from that. And I've done courses in makeup and hair styling, and it's just kind of progressed into this.
So with your costume today, have you made it yourself or?
No, I haven't made it myself. So this one is a bought one, and I bought this 2011 was when I first did Sebastian, and I just progressively pulled it out. I think this year I actually pulled it out and was like, no, I'm gonna perfect Sebastian. I know I can, and I've done the makeup stuff now, so I bet you I can do it better now. So I bought a new wig, and I've just progressively worked on it, and now I'm finally happy with it.
What's your standout memory from any of the conventions that you've gone to?
AvCon 2012, I believe, when Crispin Freeman came down, and I went as Sasuke. I met him as Sasuke, and he poked me in the forehead. He poked me in the forehead. Then we did 3 or 4 photos because the photographer. The doctor. Anyway, no. So going back to AvCon, meeting Crispin Freeman, he poked me in the forehead, And I got 3 or 4 photos with him because the photographer was friends with me. And then at the end of it, I turned to him and I went, it's been wonderful meeting you, thank you for the photo and it's lovely talking to you.
Oh my
So I
God.
shook his hand, and Crispin Freeman is one of those individuals who uses quite a lot of hand sanitizer at conventions, which is understandable.
Yeah.
I would do the same. And then I left, and then I went to the after party that night, and the same girl who was running it went, "You guys were a pain." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "I tried to move you, and you both ignored me." Not only that, I just thought I would let you know he didn't sanitize his hands after he met you.
Oh.
So I'm like,
Wow.
so touchy. And it was really bad because when I shook his hand, I was like, thank you. And he's like, the pleasure's all mine. All I hear was a touchy.
Oh God.
I'm just like, I just skipped off like Sasuke blushing.
Breathe.
It was amazing. It was amazing. So it's probably one of my standout ones. I got a lot, but that's the one that's standing out. At the moment.
I can see that.